Hi everyone, and welcome to my weekly tarot card reading for all zodiac signs. I put the sign I'm reading at the top of the video so you can easily scroll through and find the sign you're looking for. Now remember, this is a general reading, though I sometimes get specific messages for someone who needs to hear them, so be patient, as some weeks may resonate for you and others may not. I'd also recommend looking at both your sun and ascendant sign, if you know what that is. Also, this is a great opportunity to try and use your own intuition when I show the cards, to see what message you get for yourself. It's great practice. For that, I'd recommend pausing the video and sitting quietly to see what resonates for you when you're looking at the cards. I'd love to hear what comes up for you, so let me know in the comments below. Okay. Let's get started. Okay, let's get started on our weekly tarot card reading for all the zodiac signs. And this week I am using the Radiant Rider-Waite tarot deck. All right, so let's get started with Aries. What do we have going on for you, Aries, for this week? Oh, you're ready to go, Aries, this week. Okay, Aries, I'm feeling right away, this could be for someone specific, but I'm getting this sense that this particular week, or in the near future, you're feeling very blessed with what you have. The issue becomes that you're not willing to let go of whatever that is. So emotionally, it's very satisfying to you what you have, but the fact is you may be grasping to it too tightly. I feel like this could be either something tangible, like say it's a home, for example, and you love your home, but there's an instance where it's time to move, or there's an opportunity that you have to leave, but you're not willing to let go of that thing, that house, that place that gives you emotional satisfaction. This can also take place with somebody, so an emotional connection to a person. You may be tied to this person and you're not willing to let go. It could be a child, because I feel like it's more that someone may be leaving. I don't see it as a breakup, but maybe in case of a child leaving home or something to that effect, where you're happy with your family around you as it is, but you don't necessarily want to break that up. Life goes on and things change. Someone may have to leave the home for whatever reason, and that's really hard for you. And you know that it has to happen. That's what I'm also sensing here, is that inside you know this is the right thing. This is how life progresses. But there's a change happening in your life where you're not sure that you want the change to happen necessarily. You know it has to. There's also something here about financial things. So there could be a change here with your financial status. So for you, what you have built or what you have, and again, it goes to like home, because I keep getting drawn to the home for some reason here. So this again could be specific for someone, but I keep getting drawn to the home, that there's a place that you have. Maybe the house is too big, maybe you're an empty nester and it's time to downsize. And it could be you have to downsize because your financial situation has changed as well. And so now you have to save. You have to save more. You have to be less frivolous with your finances, because that's what I'm also feeling. So you may have to start saving, clipping coupons, moving to a smaller house, moving to another city that you can afford, lower tax rate. It could be that you have to get a different type of a job, or maybe you've always had a job where you've had status, and that now is going away. It could be even in the case of retirement, when now you're not connected to your career like you were before. And so there's a shift with life, because I'm feeling this shift overall generally. So if none of these examples are resonating with you, generally what I can say to you is the energy I'm feeling is this shift in values for you, a shift in how you are functioning in the world, and it's going to affect you in a way where you're going to have to change your habits. You're going to have to change the way you deal with money. You're going to have to change how you're seen in the world. And maybe that's hard for you because you've always had the big house on Park Avenue, and now you're somewhere else where you're with everybody else. And it's just a different way to live. It's just a different stage, because I feel this is all about a change of stage of life for you. Whatever that may be, whatever stage of life you're in. I mean, you could still be young and go through this as well, where your family has money or your family has status and you've grown up in this big house and now you're out on your own and you have to make it on your own. And you realize that you have to be very tight with your money. You have to be tight with your expenses. You realize that, wow, it's not how it was when I was growing up, where it seemed like no matter what I wanted, it was right there at my doorstep. I realize now that I have to earn this money. So you see, it doesn't matter what stage of life you're in. It's a change of how you're looking at life and what you have that makes you feel comfortable. You may love the lap of luxury, but in this case, there's something that is saying to you, that's great that you love the lap of luxury, but now it's time to really look at how you can manage your finances in a way that you don't have it all anymore, possibly, or you have to cut something out. This could be something as simple as going on a diet, okay? If you think about it, you can eat whatever you've wanted and you've loved all the food, but now it's time to really narrow in on what you're actually putting in your body, and it's gonna feel different to you. So just think of all of these different examples, because they're coming to me left and right, left and right. So it's all about that change in status and change. So see how that relates in your life this week and in the weeks following. I'm feeling like this isn't just for this week, but could be the weeks following for you, dear Aries. Okay, now we are moving on to Taurus. Let's see what we have going on for you, Taurus. That's the one. Okay, Taurus, I feel like this week it's all about relationship for you and how you're functioning in this relationship as far as moving forward in your own life. How the other person is impacting how you move ahead in your life. I hope that makes sense to you. A person that you're with is like a mirror to you, and it's showing you how you should be functioning in the world, separate of them. Because even though when you're in a relationship, you still have your own journey. Your partner has their own journey. So even though you are in it together, if you're in an established relationship, you're in it together, you still have to know how to maneuver independently, which is leading me to feel that maybe there is some codependence happening here, Taurus, in a relationship. Or there could be some feeling that you need to separate yourself from this partner. Maybe you do something together all the time and you're wondering, could I ever do this without this person? Maybe there's something you always do together, and now it's time to figure out on how you can actually do that thing without them and without feeling lost. Because I feel like there's a message here that there is time to be interdependent, I think is the term here, where you have to have your own path. And if it's not the same path they have, that's okay. It doesn't mean that you have to separate or not be together, because I'm feeling that there's a very much togetherness here and friendship, and just almost like two peas in a pod in a way, where it's like Tweedledee, Tweedledum. It's we're always together. We do everything together, and which is lovely. But I'm also getting this feeling that even though that is wonderful, there is time here for you to branch out and start to look at what you can offer independent of that other person. It's a higher level feeling, so I'm not getting any particular messages to help you with this. This is something that you have to decide on your own, because I have a feeling here the reason why I'm not getting these examples is because you may not know what that is. You may not know what it is that you need to do on your own, but you need to explore that. And again, when I say on your own, it doesn't mean that you're not in a relationship with this particular person any longer. It's just that you have to have your own path and your own journey, even in a partnership. So think about that and think about how that relates to you. I feel like it's a journey for even both of you, because I'm also feeling that energy could be for this other person as well, that they too have to find their own path. And you get so comfortable when you have a great partner where you can just be on the same path and going down that road together and enjoying everything. But there comes a time where each of you will lose out because there's a piece of you that is missing in that relationship. And if you are having any kind of troubles in your relationship, you may not realize that that could be the cause of it, because you get along just fine. And why is it that I'm feeling empty? Because I'm feeling like there could be this feeling of something's missing, even though you have a great relationship and you have fun and you're going places together, because I feel this camaraderie with you, just doing things together. And it is lovely, but then there's this sense of loss of who am I? Because it's always who are we instead of who am I? And there has to be some kind of balance between who am I and who are we together. So hopefully that makes sense to you and you can relate that in your own life, dear Taurus, this week. Okay, now we are moving on to Gemini. Let's see what we have going on for you, Gemini. These cards are really jumpy today, so I don't know if it's the deck or the energy. Okay, Gemini, I feel like you're in search of something this week, and I feel like it's all around career and how you're making your way into the world as far as what you're creating in the world and how you're establishing yourself. I feel like there's something going on with you where you're looking for something in your career that's going to satisfy you in what you're doing versus the money you're earning. I feel like for you, you have to measure them both. You may be in a position where you have a good job and you've earned money really easily, possibly, or you earn enough. You earn enough to make a good living. But there's something within you that says, I'm not sure if this satisfies me on an everyday level. Like I'm not feeling fulfilled in some way. And there's something about the creativity that's missing possibly in your job. Maybe it's very routine and you get paid really well and you could do it in your sleep and it's just checking the boxes or doing something very mundane. But for you, you're looking for that next step where maybe you can have a creative vision or you can be more strategic in whatever it is that you're doing for work or in your livelihood. This also could be in regards to finding something that satisfies you, and it might not be your job, but it could be your hobby or something that you need to be able to express yourself. So say you are really good at your job, but there's something emotionally missing or satisfying for you. In this case, you may stay in your job because you're really good at it and you earn a good living, but you need to find something in addition to your work, like a hobby, something you can do on weekends or nights that satisfies you creatively. So you may say, for example, you're an accountant in your day job and you discover that you love graphic design or something like that, or art. And you're not going to make a living because you don't have the skills yet, but you want to learn it and you want to grow and you want to be able to express yourself in that way, or photography or something of that matter, because I feel like it's very much like mundane, detailed, everyday job. And then I'm feeling this need for, I want to break out and be more creative. And so it could be typical creativity. It could be that you may want to start a side job where you have that strategic vision that you're able to use where you can't use it in your day job. Like start your own company. Have a little small side business or something like that. A hobby business, because I feel like it's more hobby. I don't feel like it's something that's going to actually provide a living for you. I feel like it's just a hobby that will help you balance yourself in regards to daily mundane tasks, earning a living, being responsible, but also having that feeling of satisfaction and fulfillment in your life. So I think you're in searching mode. If this does relate to you, it's all about searching and finding out what that is going to be for you and exploring. I would suggest, if this does relate to you, if it does resonate with you, I would suggest taking courses, workshops, things to help you realize what that is that will satisfy you, dear Gemini. Okay, now we are moving on to Cancer. See what we have going on for you, Cancer, this week. Okay, Cancer, I feel like there could be, this came right up when I pulled the cards, so again, this could be specific. I will get into something general, but right away I felt this thing of, this, I don't want to say it's fighting, but maybe disagreement, something over money. And something's happening with money, and you may be getting news about, I don't know, getting sued or something happening where somebody wants something, maybe fighting over a will. There's something going on here where you get news of something, and I feel like this person, the other person, not you, but the other person feels jilted or left out. So it could be in regards to an inheritance or something that you have that they don't have, and they are trying to really, take it to the judge, make it legal because they feel hurt. There's something they're missing out on that you have. And that just came up really, I just was like, oh, okay, you got news of something. Like you got something in the mail. I see it more physical mail than email or anything like that. I feel like you got a letter, and it's kind of like, what? Because I feel like it's coming from left field. So if it's in regards to a dispute of an inheritance or a dispute, it's some sort of dispute financially that's happening. So again, that's very, very specific. It would not be for everyone, but again, as you know, if you've followed my readings here, I have to say what I feel when I put down the cards. But generally for you, there is something going on with another person where they're feeling left out, and they may come out and tell you that. They may come out and you don't realize it, but I feel like it's almost to jealousy, because that's the feeling I'm getting, is there's something that you have that they don't have. It may be a nice house that you have, or it may be something that you have, or in your position of your job. It could be the way you are in your job, and somebody in the background, you may not be aware of it because you don't see it from their perspective. But pay attention if anything comes up at work this week, or with, even it could be even with a friend, where you sense that, oh, okay, just be ready for it, because I feel like someone's going to tell you something that it's going to kind of throw you for a loop, because you'll be like, what? I had no idea. Like, I had no idea. That's what you're going to be thinking. And it also could be that you're winning something in regards to a contest or something like that. There's news of that. Something's going to come to you that says, yep, you've got it all, because there's this feeling that you have something and someone else doesn't have something, but you're going to find out about it this week, that either it's bothering them or that now you have it. That type of feeling I'm getting. I do feel like it is the former versus the latter. I feel there is another person involved, that you're going to hear that either you won. That's why I'm thinking it's like a contest too. It could be a contest you're winning, that you did it. you were successful in that. So you may actually get the promotion. If it's in a job situation, you may be the one to get the promotion, and you hear about it this week, that the promotion's coming in, and it's you. They've chosen you because there's something you have or you're getting, and you're going to hear about it this week. So as general as I can be, that's how I would say it, is there's definite news coming into you this week, something you're going to be acquiring, or news that you have it, or news of some sort, but I feel like it's tied to finances. It may be in an inheritance, like I said earlier, that the will comes through and you find out that you've just been awarded a chunk of land or something. There's something that you're gonna get, and it's a good feeling for you, and just be aware of other people's feelings towards it. So I guess I would just say, be humble about it. If you do get something, you are deserving of it. I feel that very much, but the other person may feel jilted about it. So just all I would say is be understanding of other people's feelings during this time, if this does apply to you. Dear Cancer. Okay, now we are moving on to Leo. Let's see what we have going on for you, Leo, this week. Okay, Leo, right away when I put the cards down, it's feeling like there's something that you're trying, it's not working. There's something that you're really making an effort, or you thought was going to be the thing to do. Whatever that is for you, I feel like it is maybe possibly trying to start something, maybe start a company or a job. I don't want to say it's a job. I'm going to take that back because that's not what I'm feeling. It's more starting a company or starting a project, and you're realizing that, nope, this isn't going to work. And you're feeling defeated because I feel this week, Leo, you had been charged up about something. Because that's what I'm feeling, this charging of, yes, this is the way I'm going to move forward. This is what I'm going to do. This is how I'm going to tackle it. And it doesn't go the way you want it to. It just is not going to go the way you want it to. And it's frustrating for you, but also a bit depressing. Now, it could also be in any kind of athletic event. If you've been really training hard for something and you're thinking, I'm gonna do it this time, and then you don't, and you don't place. That's the feeling I'm getting, and it's action-oriented. So think about it in your life, about what it is that you're trying to accomplish. And it's something new for you, though. It's not something you've done all your life. It's like you want to try a new direction. And that's why I'm feeling this, starting a company or starting something different, or maybe it's a project within a job, because I'm feeling that it could be work related, but I don't feel like it's the actual job. It is maybe a project within the job that you're doing that you thought, this is what I'm going to do. This is what we need to do in the company or wherever you work. And you're really gung-ho because I'm feeling this energy of, yes, I'm going to do this. And you're really pumped up with it. And it's something that you can make a difference in. It has to do with you, not a group of people, because I'm feeling like it's all about how you feel like you're going to make a contribution to do something. And then you feel like, it didn't work out the way I wanted it to. And you're feeling just defeated this week. I'm saying here not to give up. I feel like this is just, okay, well, sometimes you charge out there and you trip and fall and you say, okay, well, I just learned that. Because again, as I said before, this is something new. So in any time that you're trying something new in your life, it's gonna take some time before you get comfortable understanding what it is that you need to do to make it successful. And it could even be, and I know I use this in another thing, but because I don't know why diet keeps coming up. Maybe everyone's starting to go on diets this week because I never have that come up, so this is interesting. But, it's like you started this diet and you feel like, okay, I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to try this because I've never done this before. Maybe this is the way, and then it doesn't work. I feel like for you, Leo, it might be not giving it enough time, because there's something coming into me about time. So it may be that you need to just have a little bit of patience because it's something new and you're not familiar with how to go about doing it. If you're starting a sport or athletic competition and it's a new thing for you, you have to practice and you have to give it time to understand the right way that you can train for it so that you can win. And don't feel discouraged because it is new. And I feel like it's possibly a good thing for you to focus on. It's just that time, because I keep feeling a clock of some sort. So it's telling me there's something to do with time on how long you're giving it. Like you're frustrated right away. It's like that instant gratification. You want that and you're not going to get it. So just be patient this week, Leo, whatever it is. If this does resonate with you, if you are embarking on something new, just give it some time for you to get comfortable with what it is that you're adventuring on. Okay, now we are moving on to Virgo. What do we have going on for you, Virgo? These cards today are just very excited, I guess I would say. Okay, Virgo, for you, this is all about really understanding who you are and how you're reacting to situations. Because I feel like there's something that you're learning about yourself this week that is going to show you what you're made of and how you can change the way you relate to other people. I feel like this is more general than just relationships. I feel like for you, if you understand who you are in relation to other people and see yourself from their perspective, it is going to open you up to better relating, because that's what I'm feeling overall for this. I feel like someone may say something to you or make you aware, because I feel like you'll become aware of something about yourself from another person's perspective. And instead of just reacting to that, really look into what it is that they're saying, because there's something you don't realize about yourself that other people see in you, if that makes any sense. Okay, other people see you as a certain way, or someone may. It may just be one other person. It could even be someone in your relationship. If you're in a relationship and you don't even realize that that's how they're seeing you. And it may just be how they're seeing you in a certain way, like in a certain situation. It's how they're seeing you in a certain situation versus how they see you all the time. And you don't realize that. And they may say something to you, or something may happen, because I feel like you're being aware. You're being made aware of something about yourself in how other people see you. And once you're made aware of that, you're able to grow and change and say, wow, I didn't realize that that's how people see me. And it's going to be an eye-opener to you. I feel like, Virgo, for you, it's just going to be a very transformational time for you, where this situation is going to really make you understand how you relate from another person's perspective. And so you're able to now see yourself differently and be able to change whatever that is. If you like it, if you don't like it, however this comes to you, you're able now to change it. Because unless you're aware of something, there's nothing you can do about it. Because if you don't know what you don't know, it doesn't matter. But if you are aware of something, now you can say, okay, well, do I choose to still be seen as this type of person or in this particular situation? Or do I want to change that? And how am I going to move forward in my life in order to have them see me the way I want to be seen, or the way I deserve to be seen, or something like that? But it's very profound for you, Virgo, this week, and very eye-opening. And I really think that you're going to understand relationships on a much broader level this week. Okay, now we're moving on to Libra. Let's see what we have going on for you, Libra, this week. Okay, Libra, for you, I feel like, again, there's something going on here because I had this for another sign earlier, so just check back in the recordings. I can't remember what sign it was, but it's a similar feeling. So in your astrological format, you might have both signs attached to you in some way. There's something going on with you emotionally this week where you have everything that you want. You're very happy and feeling like everything's great. You're feeling good, but you're realizing that underneath it all, there's something that you're not addressing in yourself that is missing for you. And I feel like you may not even realize it, or you're feeling blocked in a certain way, but on appearances, because I feel like it's an appearances. Like everybody's like, this is great, you have everything going on, and you like that, and you're feeling like this is great, and it's almost like you're fooling yourself, because I keep feeling this, I'm fooling myself. Because you really know deep inside that there's something missing emotionally for you in regards to your situation. And I'm saying it generally as situation because it could be a situation, just your situation in life, whatever your life situation is, and it's different for everybody. But there's something in your life situation that on the surface, you're accepting it as this is great. I'm happy where I am, everything's wonderful. Could be in a relationship with your partner, everything's great, my family, everything's great, but there's this pinging on you about wanting more. There's something about you that wants more in life to satisfy you. And I think it's blocking you from being able to communicate it because you have to see it yourself first. And once you see it yourself first, then you'll be able to open up and understand what it is and how to communicate it with someone else in your life. Or communicate it just to yourself. Like you really have to do some digging this week, dear Libra, to figure out what it is that you need to address, accept, acknowledge. I'm getting the A words here about your emotional fortitude, how you're feeling in life. Everything on the surface seems wonderful, but there's something you have to dig a little bit deeper this week, Libra, and it may be difficult because I feel like this is going to be a difficult thing for you because I feel like your inner soul knows it, but you're not ready to address it, acknowledge it, everything like that. But this is trying to prompt you to do that, to really look at it. And it's not always easy because it could have to do with something in your own soul that you have to address. Because I don't feel like it has to do with another person. I feel like it has to do with your own soul and what your journey is, and understanding that you have to accept that there's something in there that you need to change or move forward with to help you feel emotionally satisfied. So lots of digging deeply, dear Libra, this week. So good luck. It's not an easy journey sometimes. Okay, now we're gonna move on to Scorpio. Let's see what we have going on for you, Scorpio. Okay, Scorpio, this week is time for you to make a decision about something. And I feel like somebody's waiting for your decision. There's a waiting for your decision because I feel there's another person here. So it could be in regards to a relationship. Maybe there is a decision you have to make about a relationship this week, Scorpio. I feel like you're not there yet, and the other person is realizing that. You're not ready to make this decision. You're not ready to say, okay, this is it. This is how it's going to be. Or this is what I choose. Or this is where I'm going. It could be anything, any kind of decision that you have to be making. Somebody's waiting for you to make this decision. It could even be as simple as getting a job offer and they're waiting for your decision. Are you going to accept it or not? So it could be as deep as a relationship decision or as mundane as deciding on a particular job if you're going to take it or if you're going to move, or somebody's waiting for you to make a decision. Somebody asking you to move in together. You have to make a decision. Because I do feel there's another person. So it could be a company if you're accepting a job, or it could be a lover or a partner. And there's some decision. And again, this is going to apply differently for everyone. but I can very easily say in a general term for you, Scorpio, that it has to do with the decision. So see how if this resonates with you in your life. But I do have to tell you that whatever decision you decide will be the right one. So if you have any fear about this decision, I would recommend that you just sit with it yourself and pay attention to your emotional sense. Think about if you go one way. Let's just use a job, for example, because this is a very easy one to relate to. Think about accepting the job and say, okay, I'm going to accept the job. Think about, or I shouldn't say think, because you have to do it with your emotions here. How does that make you feel when you say you accepted the job? Does it bring up fear? Does it give you anxiety? How does that make you feel? Then say, okay, I'm not going to take the job. I'm decided I'm not going to take the job. Now pay attention to how that makes you feel. Does it give you relief? Are you like, oh, yeah, I couldn't have done that job? That's how you're going to know how to make the decision, is based on your feelings. So use that as a guide for you on making that decision. How does it make you feel when you decide one way or the other? But really believe that you've decided that, but you're doing it alone. Because I feel like that's going to be important for you in this decision. Because if you just make a decision based on someone waiting for you, and if you feel pressured that, oh, I should take the job, or this person in this relationship is waiting for me to make this decision and I'm not sure, really pay attention, because you have to be honest with yourself in how you go about answering this person, whoever that is for you, whatever decision that you have to make. You have to be honest with how you feel, and the person will be understanding if you're just not ready. It's okay, and don't feel pressured by anyone else, and it's all about you just navigating your life. Sometimes you may not be ready today, but maybe in a year you'll be ready. You just have to know the path your life takes, and don't ever feel bad about not being able to make that decision or move forward in a certain way because of someone else. So pay attention to those feelings, dear Scorpio, if this does relate to you at all. Okay, now we're moving on to Sagittarius. Okay, Sagittarius, you're ready to go. That's what we have going on for you this week. Okay, Sagittarius, I feel like there's something you are going to be accomplishing this week. I feel like it's a week for you that you have to make an impact on the world somehow. And I say that in such broad terms, but it could be that there's something important happening for you this week in work, for example, where you have a presentation or you have some project due, or there's something going on for you that's important this week in your life, but it's important for you. And it could be just anything in your life. I mean, it doesn't have to be work related, but there's something that you're making an impact on. There's something important. You may have a certain event that you're involved in the community, or there's something that you're doing in your life that's important to you. And I feel like for you, you're surrounded by emotional support from your partner this week, from your boss, even if it has to do with work. Your boss will be supportive of you in this endeavor. There's something that you're taking charge of this week, and it's almost like a milestone for you. And again, this feeling to me is all about you're on your own doing this, but you're ready for it, and you're ready for the accolades that will follow, because it is going to be successful. I'm definitely feeling that. Whatever you're going to do or have to take action in, it will be successful. And I'm feeling this feeling of security behind you, emotional security. Your partner is cheering you on. Your family is cheering you on. Your boss is cheering you on. You have all of these people around you, Sagittarius, rooting for you. And I think that's part of why the success will happen, because of the energy that they're giving you. You know, they're giving you this positive energy, and they're wishing you luck, and you know it. And so it's helping your confidence. You may have to go on stage this week, or you may have to do some presentation. There's something that you have to handle on your own, knowing that they're behind you. So it's like carrying it with you on the inside, you know, like having a little purse with all the people in it and putting it in your pocket, and you know that all of their best wishes are there with you, and that's going to help carry you to success in whatever this is. So again, whatever it is that you have to handle this week or accomplish this week, it's all about that. So it's something that you're doing, that you're accomplishing this week with the support of everybody around you, and that's what's helping you be successful. It's really, really helping drive you to success, because you know people are there with you. Even though you have to accomplish this on your own, you know other people are with you. So it's helping you with the confidence. So great for you, dear Sagittarius. Okay, now we're moving on to Capricorn. Let's see what we have going on for you, Capricorn, this week. Okay, Capricorn, as soon as I laid down the cards, I feel this feeling of, I just got away with it. I can't believe this happened, but I just did it. I got away with it. There's something that is really happy because you've just acquired something in your life. Whether you won something or you've acquired something, but I keep getting this feeling of, yep, I just got away with it. And now you just want to hold on to it, whatever it is. And you're keeping it within your something that you're skirting in regards to finances. Maybe it has to do with taxes or something like that, but you were able to find a loophole or something. There's something going on where I keep feeling this feeling that you're so excited that you were able to do something or keep something financially. It has to do with money. And you're like, I'm not letting go of this now. I just got it. I don't feel like it's winning something. I don't feel that at all. I feel that it's more that you can't believe it. Like, it worked. There was something that you had to do with your finances that actually worked, and you're able to hold on to your finances in one particular area. So maybe it has to do with your stocks, or maybe you took a gamble on something in regards to your investment and it worked, or you invested in something and it worked. It's this feeling that I can't believe this happened. Like, I feel you shaking your head like, I did it. Like, I did it. I don't realize. So I don't know what that means, because it's specific in a way, but I'm not able to tie them together. So I'm hoping this will resonate with you in how I'm feeling when I first laid down the cards is, I can't believe this happened. I did it. Like, that feeling like I got away with it, but not in a way that you did anything illegal or anything that you weren't supposed to do. It was like all the pieces fell in the right place at the right time, and that's why I'm feeling investments for you. Or maybe you made an offer on a property and you took a gamble. You were like, you know what, I'm gonna lowball the offer or something, and they accepted it. It's that feeling that you're like, I shouldn't even put this offer in because they're never going to accept it, and then they do, and you're like, wow, I can't believe I got away with it. I did it. I know the property's worth more, but for some reason they accepted less, and you're that type of feeling. That's what I'm feeling from this reading for you, and you're feeling great about it because now you're like, oh, I did it. Now I don't want to let it go. There's something about you not wanting to let it go. You don't have to let it go. I feel like you're holding on to it because you're so excited about it. I feel excitement here for you. And I feel like it's celebration time for you in regards to whatever it is that you have acquired. Because I feel like generally, if I was to speak generally about this reading, it would be about acquiring something and feeling really good about it and kind of cherishing it. Because I feel like a lot of times I'll say, you gotta let go of that, don't hold on so tightly. But in this case, I feel like you're cherishing it, and it's a good thing. It's like you're so thankful and grateful that this just happened to you. We all have those wins. Once in a while you get a win and you're like, I did it. How did I do that? This is great. Sometimes even if you're doing a sport or something and you achieve something and you're like, how did I do that? Like, how did I get that? If you're playing basketball, how did I get that shot in the net? Like, how did that just happen? And it's almost like there's this feeling that something greater is leading you in that direction or helping you, giving you that guiding hand, that energy that almost is like it's not coming from a conscientious place, but more of a subconscious place or an unconscious place, or there is a tailwind of energy propelling you into something that gives you that win. So it's all about a win for you this week, dear Capricorn, and you're feeling really good about it in regards to whatever that is and however that is applies in your life, and definitely cherish it. Okay, now we're moving on to Aquarius. Okay, Aquarius, you ready to go here? See what we have going on for you. Okay, Aquarius, for you, I feel like this week there's someone that you are seeking out advice for. It could be in regards to a job offer or a promotion or something that is coming to you and you're looking for that advice. It could be advice from your family, your close friends. It would be somebody very near and dear to you. But I feel like this week you'll be discussing it with someone close to you. I feel like you already know what you are going to do about the situation. I feel like if it has to do with a job, you just need to talk it out with them. But you are concerned about their thoughts and their advice on how you should move forward. And I feel like people are there for you to support you in this decision. But I feel like mostly it's going to be your own intuition that is going to tell you what it is that you need to do here in regards to monies coming into you, or maybe what to do with your investments or money that you just acquired from an inheritance or something of that nature. There is something that you just need to talk it out with someone in order to decide what to do. But I don't feel like you're going to take their words literally. I feel like you just need to externalize the situation in order to come up with a decision on your own. Regardless of what they are going to say to you, that's not the point here. The point is that there'll be people that you can trust around you so that you can externalize it, but they're there for you and supporting you no matter what you decide to do this week in regards to something to do with promotion, financial matters, that type of thing. And they will be there for you this week, Aquarius. And I think that that's the key here, is you being able to externally address it versus thinking about it in your own head. You need to discuss it with people, and they will be there for you, and you will make the right decision because you're going to do it based on your own feelings. But that external process is important for you this week, so whatever it is that you need to decide. Okay, now we're moving on to Pisces. Let's see what we have going on for you, Pisces, this week. This is a great week for you, Pisces. This is success for you. You did it. Like I keep hearing, you did it. You feel like I did this. I made it happen, because it's all about you making something happen this week. And I feel like it has to do with something that you were able to do with your words, like in communication. Whether you made it happen, if, say, for example, if you're in a sales position, you closed the deal, but you made it happen. You said the right thing to the customer that made them want this. And that's the example that I can use, that you can take that no matter what your situation is, but you're going to make something happen this week. But you're responsible because it's the way you are phrasing things. Whatever that is for you, because I'm feeling here that it's just overall general of making something happen. And I also feel like in regards to this making something happen, it has to do with your confidence handling this situation. There is this feeling I'm getting with shoulders back, the way your posture is. I'm feeling this feeling that that's part of it, not just your words. It's how you're saying the words and how you're coming across. You know, there's no tentative in your voice or your body language. And you know, it's funny, Pisces, because people can see that, even though they may not be consciously aware of it. But if your body language is saying, I'm unsure of myself, even though your words may be confident, they're still picking up that your words don't match your body language. There's something intuitive about every human being out there that knows the difference, because that's how we read each other. And that's why someone will say, you know, that guy's full of crap. Because even though they sound confident and everything, you can feel it from them. There's an energy coming that says, you know, I know I'm full of crap and I'm just trying to sell you something here and I want you to believe it. But the other person listening can feel that energy. There's something about it. But for you this week, you are confident and your words and your body language are matching, because I feel this matching of authenticity in regards to what you're trying to accomplish, and that's why you will be successful. Because you believe it, you're confident in it, and you know what to say. And you have everything that you need to make this a success, and you will. So I'm glad that this is the way to end all of the signs, because I'm feeling more confident just feeling this energy. Like my shoulders went back and the energy I'm feeling is like, yes, let's just do this. Let's make it happen. And I believe it. And there's no doubt in your mind. And that's what's going to make it successful for you. So wonderful, wonderful reading for you, Pisces, this week. And if I'm curious to hear if this does resonate with you, I would love to hear the success that you're having this week. Okay, so another great week for everyone. I hope you enjoy your week, and I look forward, as always, to seeing you next week. Bye-bye.